All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment on my video. It helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you would like to join my sports betting community, the link to the Discord will be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. If you're looking for a fun, very active, very chatty sports betting community, if you want to talk about sports all day and night and watch the games and bet and talk shit, it's a good place for you. Come join us. We'd love to have you. You can join for as little as $5 right now. Okay, so yeah, we will review yesterday, which was NFL Sunday, which again continues to be good to us. Then we'll go over, we got we got two NFL games tonight. One of them should be really good. One should be a blowout. And then we will review the NBA slate. I think we got 6 games of NBA. And then I'll show you guys my final plays, couple parlays, player props, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna get you out of here with an absolute bag. And we're gonna crack these folks. Guys, my video's late. It's almost 3 o'clock. Probably won't be uploaded till 4. I had a hell of a weekend. So this weekend, my daughter's birthday, we did her party on Saturday. So we had to like get up super early, get her ready. She's like unicorn extravaganza. She's unicorns and rainbow everything. So we had to get all that shit together. It took forever. And then that night, my lady and took me and a few of my good friends out to Prime Cincinnati, which is like it's like a Ruth's Chris. I think it's better though, man. It's the best steak in the fucking world. We went out to Ruth's Chris to celebrate my business being open for a year, and having being a successful business for a year now. You know, that first year can be rough, and it's flourishing. So we just went out, we celebrated my daughter, then went out and celebrated me, and it was just I was hungover all day Saturday. I think we probably took 8 shots, had like 3 old fashions, a couple beers. I was fucking bomb, like I was 18 again. Oh man, I still feel a little sick. But anyways, enough talk. Just like sharing how my weekends go with you guys, because you know I talk to y'all all day every day. Anyways, let's get right into it, man. Yesterday's review. Week 15 NFL. I went 9 wins, 6 losses, so we go up a couple units and a half. James Winston really let me down. The Browns really let me down. I thought he would pass a lot better. He had tons of opportunities. It's just them interceptions killed him. It wasn't that the read was bad. They drove the field pretty easily. He had a lot of shots to the end zone. And by God, I'm gonna support him. But no, he just kept throwing picks. The opportunities were there. I still like the total play. The rain did not help the overpassing yards either. It just is what it is. The Commanders shocked me. Their team total, I thought for sure they should have gone over 26.5. They just slowed down. First half, I was like, oh, this shit's hitting. And they slowed down big time. Alvin Kamara, unfortunately, he is a first NFL player on my ban list. He is fucking perma-banned. I'm not putting another US dollar on him. Jane Daniels looked great. Terry McLaurin looked great. Dowdle continues to just, oh my God, he might be the top running back in the league right now. You guys tell me, okay, Saquon Barkley. Tell me who besides Saquon Barkley looks better than Dowdle right now? Out of nowhere, this dude is, he's like 100 yards for 3 games in a row. I mean, he is just going nuts. Hubbard let us down. The Lions got killed by the Bills. Listen, okay, I still am not sold on the Bills. But Josh Allen is a fucking dog. How is he untackable? How can he not be tackled? You watch this tall, slinky white guy. He be fucking running like he don't like. When I see Lamar Jackson, I'm like, I see why they can't tackle his ass. When I see Josh Allen run, he looks so uncoordinated and goofy, and he just fucking the slowest juke moves you'll ever see. Be like, and the defenders just like it must just look worse than it is on television, because it looks like they're trying to miss the guy. I don't know, but he can't be stopped. He really can't be stopped. I mean, my God, he is so good. Josh Allen is just a fucking dog. I can't even hold him no more. He's a fucking dog. He's just too damn good. I don't know. He's unstoppable. He can't be tackled. He throws dimes. I don't know, man. He's the GOAT. Broncos and the Cardinals and the Packers, we check all those. All right, let's get into today, guys, and get into what you're really here for and start talking about these plays. Let's start with football, because there's only 2 games. Start with those props. As always, this is Outlier, guys. It's the #1 sports betting tool that there is. It'll help you cook up player props, cook up parlays. I'm going to do a video on how to use it soon. But I also wanted to share with you all, give me just a moment here. The sponsor of my other sponsor of my videos, Bet Any Sports, guys. It is an offshore sports book that lets you do player props, parlays. So if you're in a state where you can't do player props or parlays and you have to use a bookie and you can only bet spreads and they're fucking you over on the odds, come check out Bet Any Sports, guys. They got a huge deposit match going right now, and you can bet anything you'd like, player props, parlays. So it's like having FanDuel or ESPN bet, and you can use it anywhere. All right, first play I'm on, guys. Aaron Jones rushing yards over 69.5. Listen, Has he looked worse? Yes. When they started the year, he looked like he was going to be the best damn running back in the league. And then, you know, their running attack kind of slowed down. But not really, though. Everyone's saying that it slowed down. But when you really look at his stats and what he's done, he's still having these 100-yard games, 80-yard games pretty consistently. I mean, he's got a 54% hit rate to go over 70 yards. So you can't really say that it's slowed down too much. It still looks pretty even. I mean, he was 4 out of 6, and now he's 3 out of 7. So, I mean, I guess it's a little bit worse. If you narrow it to 6, he's 3-3 instead of 4-2, but he's still running pretty good. He did great versus the Falcons, did great versus the Bears. Guys, there is no reason to assume that he does not come out here and fucking just go for almost 100 yards again. The Bears are the worst rushing defense, 31st. There's only 32. Guys, they are basically the very worst in yards and rushing yards allowed in the league. I don't think they can stop Aaron Jones. He struggled with holding on to the ball. I will say that. But my God, he can run. And guys, head to head, 111 and 106 yard game, January and November. So to me, this is a no-brainer. I am quite sure that he destroys this line. Last time we saw him 106 yards, I like it a lot. Love to play. One of my favorites, Aaron Jones, over 70 yards for plus money. Fuck out of here. Next, Brock Bowers. Okay, so this one I really want to talk about. Brock Bowers is probably the best tight end in football right now. I don't think it's even close. There's nobody fucking with him. Now, that said, what did I want to stress about this? Oh, yeah. The quarterback, Aiden O'Connell, he may be playing, he may not be playing, okay? He's questionable. Nobody knows. The books don't have either one listed. The other one is, what the fuck is his name? Riddler? What the fuck is his name? Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter, for the Raiders is the backup quarterback. Now, a lot of people think that if Aiden O'Connell's not playing, that this line is cooked. And that's why you're probably getting it at plus 140 because it might be Desmond Ritter in there. Guys, I'm here to tell you, I watched first of all, I think Desmond Ritter's a good player anyways. That said, when he came in that last week, he played one fucking quarter. He was in one quarter. He went I want to say he went 12 for 16 and he threw over 100 yards with a 25-yard completion to, I believe, Brock Bowers. He was comfortable in the pocket. He was comfortable moving. He wasn't scared when pressure came. What was his name last night who came in? Was it Howell who came in after Geno Smith got hurt for the Seahawks? That's a terrible backup quarterback. That's who you don't want. Desmond Ritter looked great. He stood in the pocket. He's tall. He threw very well. He threw for 100 yards in one quarter. So I am not scared to back Brock Bowers receiving yards with Ritter in there at all. Do not get it twisted. Desmond Ritter, I'm telling you, he is a solid quarterback. Even if he's in tonight and this line moves a lot, I will be looking to back some type of his passing yards and possibly even the Raiders. If he's in, because I'm a Ritter fan. I think he's good. And after what I saw in that fourth quarter, he looked very comfortable. They were bringing heat at him, trying to fluster him, and he stood in that pocket and threw dimes. So I don't have anything really bad to say about him. And he has more time to learn the playbook over the week and really get locked in. So I expect actually a pretty damn good night if Ritter's in. I kind of hoping he is because I want to see it. Next play. Drake London. But yeah, so Brock Bowers over 70 should be easy no matter what quarterback's in. He's their only target. Next, Drake London, 70 plus yards. I think he has a fucking massive night. Would not be surprised if he goes for close to 100. The Raiders, it's not that the Raiders have bad cornerbacks and that they can't cover the guy. The problem is their pass rushing is awful. You cannot sit there and give Kirk Cousins with a clean pocket is fucking deadly. Deadly. You do not. The one thing that you don't want to see is Kirk Cousins standing there looking comfortable, having time to throw. Drake London will get open eventually. You can only cover this man so long. The Raiders cornerbacks are pretty damn good. They will not cover him if Kirk Cousins is getting a clean pocket. They are actually really good at stopping quick passes. They're good at getting pressure off the hike. But you give Kirk Cousins time, the Raiders quarterbacks are going to shit the bed, and Drake London will be open. So Drake London for a big game tonight, 70 at plus money. It was a no-brainer. I took it right away. Okay, guys, let's talk about each game and look at the slate. So first game, Vikings, Bears. Vikings are catching a touchdown. Okay. I took the Vikings at 6.5. And then obviously I'm on the Aaron Jones rushing. This shouldn't even be on there. It should be on the next screen. But anyways, Vikings minus 6.5. I got it at minus 120. I do think the Vikings bust their ass. The Vikings are 11-2, guys. They're very good. Now, they have had some close games similar to like the Chiefs, but the Bears haven't been able to do anything. And they have the most, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I feel so bad for Williams tonight, Caleb Williams. I feel so bad for him, guys, because the Vikings are the most blitzing ass sacks of shit in the league. They blitz and they blitz and they blitz. And the one thing we know about Caleb Williams is he holds the ball too long and gets now. I hate when people talk about this like he holds the ball too long. He holds the ball too long. He has no receivers. He really doesn't have any receivers. If you guys are still going to be on the DJ Moore hype strain, like I'm not even trying to hear that. Dude is average at best. Caleb Williams has no fucking receivers to throw to. It's not like he's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's pressured a lot, right? But he one move and he knows somebody's open. He can at least throw the bitch up and know somebody's going to catch it, right? He got Higgins. He got Chase. He got fucking Gesicki. Hell, he got Yoshi. He has nothing but weapons. Chase Brown can catch the ball. Guys, Caleb Williams has nobody to throw to. There couldn't be a worse matchup for Caleb Williams tonight. This motherfucker might get injured. I'm dead serious. He gets killed back there, man. He takes a lot of sacks. I would honestly, if they didn't release his line, so I couldn't bet his over under. But now I see it and it's at 225. You may want to look at that under, guys, as a lean, because I'm serious. I don't think Caleb Williams has any time to do anything. The Vikings are going to blitz. Their line is not going to cover him. Caleb Williams will be murdered all night. I genuinely feel bad for the guy. He's going to just fucking run for his life. And he doesn't throw picks. He takes care of the ball. He just takes sacks. The motherfucker just be like, at this point, he hikes, looks, and then just puts his arms down, waits to get fucking hammered. Like it just is what it is. Vikings are gonna blitz him to death and kill him. I wouldn't be surprised if Caleb Williams gets injured. Really wouldn't be surprised if he goes under. In fact, I might call that as an official play in the Discord. But yeah, Vikings by a touchdown. Vikings by a blowout. Vikings by a landslide. Vikings by 20.5 at plus 300. Easily. Okay, next, guys, Falcons and the Raiders. I'm gonna be on the Raiders. Oh, also, I would also lean the Vikings team total over, but I think they had that shit at like 20. What was it at? Let me see what the Vikings team total is at now. I was leaning that earlier. I thought it was a pretty solid play. The Vikings total, it's at 25.5. And I think they run a lot, and I think the clock gets kind of killed. So I was like, I'm gonna stay away from it, because if the Vikings are running a lot, I worry that it's like 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain. They just run, 20 plays, 80 yards, touchdown. And I'm worried it might not get that high of a score, but I do think they win. So, but maybe lean the team total Vikings as well. Next, Falcons and the Raiders. Guys, I'm on the Raiders team total. Let me put the TT here. Raiders team total over 19.5. And I'm on the full game over 44.5. If you want a game that should be an absolute shootout, it's this one right here. And yes, I'm on their team total again, even if Ritter's in, because again, he's not a bad quarterback. And I think you guys will see that tonight if he plays. If Aiden O'Connell plays, great. But if Ritter does, I'm excited. I hope he does. And I think that he'll be fine also. Okay, guys. So that said, Raiders team total. And guys, the Falcons have only held 2 teams to under 20 points this whole season. So in 14 games, only 2 teams have scored less than 20 versus the Falcons. So because of that, I'm literally just taking off the fact that everybody scores more than 20 points versus the Falcons. So I'm like, when I saw 19.5 and I looked and said, okay, 2 out of 14 games, it's the other team has only scored less than 20 twice. So I just bet it off the fact that the price looked good and everybody scores more than 20 points versus the Falcons. So it's a pretty, and the Raiders have had a lot of pretty decent scoring games. Now I took the over because if the Raiders score 20, I think the Falcons win. So if the Raiders score 20, I think the Falcons score 28. You know what I mean? So I love these 2 plays a lot, and that's where I'm at with those. Let me show you guys the props though for football. I didn't even talk about them. Here we go. I'm sorry. Yes, I did. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, so my final plays for the day, guys, as far as football goes, Vikings minus 6.5, Aaron Jones rushing, 70 plus rushing, Raiders team total Over 19.5, the over 44.5. Brock Bowers 70 receiving, Drake London 70 receiving, and then I'm on Aaron Jones for 90 rushing yards and Drake London for 90 receiving yards at plus 1063 as a 2-man parlay slip. Those I've been fucking cracking. All right, fuck. You guys couldn't even see the screen. Here it is, goddammit. I'm all over the place for this video, guys. Forgive me. These are the final plays. Aaron Jones, Drake London, there's the parlay. That's the only thing you guys haven't saw yet. Sorry about that. And they're at plus 1063 for that 2-man slip. Okay, now let's do the props for NBA and then review the games. Prop 1 I'm on. Domantas Sabonis, over 5.5 assists. Okay, so they're versus them Nuggets tonight. Oddly, they are favorites. But yeah, I mean, he's got a 54% hit rate on the year. And don't get me wrong, the Nuggets are pretty good versus centers, and they don't allow a lot of assists. But for whatever reason, head-to-head, Domantas versus the Nuggets, 7 assists, 10 assists, 7 assists, 7 assists, 100% hit rate head-to-head last 4 times. You know, he plays the Nuggets, he gets a lot of assists. It just is what it is every time. 54% hit rate, last 4, 100% head-to-head versus the Nuggets. So I like it a lot. I think he gets a bunch of assists tonight and facilitates. I'm on it. Next, Donovan Mitchell, over 3.5 3-pointers. So 56% hit rate on the year. He's shooting threes, he's splashing them bitches, and he's hitting it more and he's missing it. But if you look, the Nets are 21st in the league, allowing the guards with 3-pointers. And head-to-head, guys, do you need to see more? He's damn good for 4 threes versus the Nets. It's just what he does. So he's hitting it more and he's not. They're bad versus the 3. The 3 things you want to look for, check out 100% hit rate head-to-head. Give me that. Next, Lauri Markkanen for the Jazz. Again, the Clippers are damn susceptible to the 3 guys. Now, I will say that they do not give a lot of threes to the power forward. They don't. However, head-to-head, 5 and 4. He's hit it twice. Both times he's seen them, he shot a bunch of threes, and he made them. He got a higher hit rate over the season. He hits it more and he doesn't, and head-to-head, he splashes threes on them. So I like those 3 props tonight. Let's get into the slate and actually talk about the games, okay? So, first game of the night, Pistons and the Heat. Unfortunately, I had to fade this game. I was trying to get there. I thought about getting there with the Heat, but I think these teams are pretty balanced. The Heat are 13 and 10. The Pistons are 10 and 16. But you never know what Pistons team you're going to get, and frankly, you never know what Heat team you're going to get. And I thought it was best to just stay away from it. I could see you getting there with the Heat, but 5 seems like a lot. So I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna stay away from it. Watch it as a fan, but I'm not gonna play it. 76ers and the Hornets. Yeah, no question. Look, both these teams are considered the worst in the league, but the 76ers are starting to look pretty damn good. They're winning some games. They're getting healthy. They're gaining some traction. The synergy's there with the stars. And it's a healthy 76ers team is much better than a Hornets team without LaMelo. I mean, come on, that's insane. 76ers by 4, one of my favorite plays of the night. Cavs and the Nets. So I've actually decided to lay 10.5. I have been burned by the Nets all season. Every time I think, oh, 10's way too many, 12's too many, I'm just going to take the Nets plus 10, I'll take that. The Nets plus 12, I'll take that. They've lost every single time versus way worse teams than the Cavs. Now you have a pretty healthy Cavs team coming in here, minus 10.5 versus a Nets team who's 10 and 15 on the year and doesn't look good versus anybody right now. Cavs 10.5. If you don't lay it, I understand. I don't typically lay this many points, and I don't typically suggest you do, but 10.5 would be my max for this, and I think it's just too good to pass up. Bulls and the Raptors. Yeah, no question. Bulls minus 1.5. What the fuck? 11-15 on the year versus 7-19 Raptors. The Raptors cannot do anything right, and we got my boy Nikola Vucevic about to go fucking crazy. No way I'm on the Raptors. Bulls by a point. Like, that's fucking nuts, man. Definitely give me the Bulls. Nuggets and the Kings. Nuggets plus 1.5. No question. The Kings suck. I'm tired of them. I'm done getting burnt by them. I want no part of betting the Kings. Fuck the Kings. They suck. Nuggets plus 1.5 buckets. Why not? And then the Jazz and the Clippers is a full fade for me. Because I just don't want to lay 9 points with the Clippers. And I think I might end up regretting not betting this. But I just couldn't get there. Like, I tried and I was like, man, I should really just lay them damn points with them Clippers. They continue. They've been the most profitable team I've bet this year. They're the only team that seems to do well and pay me. Has really been the Bulls and the Clippers. But that said, man, I just 8.5 is a lot, man. 8.5 is a lot, and I worry that the Jazz team may have a high 3-point shooting night. So I'm just gonna fade it, but I think I might regret it. Okay, what are my final plays for NBA? Let me lower this down so you guys can actually see. I got the font too big here. Okay, I'm on the 76ers -3.5, the Cavs -10.5 with Donovan Mitchell for 4 threes, Bulls -1.5. Should be an easy, probably my favorite play of the whole night. Nuggets and the Kings, Nuggets +1.5. Love this as well. Domantas Sabonis assist king when he plays versus the Nuggets to get 6. Lauri Markkanen over 2.5 threes. And then I took a parlay, guys. All I did was just take the whole slate. Heat, 76ers, Bulls, Nuggers. The fuck? Racist. Nuggets. All right, Heat, 76ers, Bulls, Nuggets, Clippers, +1090. I like it a lot. Send it, okay? That's all for today, guys. Let's get out of here. Let's get this bag and let's crack these folks.